Hi, welcome to your astrology forecast for March 12th to March 18th, 2015. On March 12th, the moon conjuncts Saturn and Sagittarius. This is going to have us be more focused and more focused on our responsibilities. And there may be sort of a weight around certain belief systems that we kind of need to work through. Need to kind of go into those things and understand why we feel heavy about those things, and maybe let go of certain limiting belief systems that have been holding us back from feeling expressive and expansive. And we also can really work on our responsibilities, work on something in the long term that we envision for ourselves, and really working on belief systems that help us kind of letting go of the ones that are holding us back from really going forward with the things that we really want to move towards, the goals that we have. And we can really notice what emotions could be holding us back as well. And then the moon in Sagittarius trines Jupiter in Leo, Uranus in Aries, and Mars in Aries, creating a grand trine. So this is going to be a breakthrough moment when this happens, and breakthrough time. So not only are we releasing things, but we are able to move forward and make some major changes and take action on those things. We'll have greater insights, greater awareness, and greater ability to expand upon any creative projects that we might be working on, and have the resolve to get those things started and going, and even possibly towards completion. And then Mercury moves into Pisces on that day as well. So communication may get a bit more confusing at this time, but we also can tune into our intuition a lot easier and understand our dreams a lot better, and really be able to just understand things at a much more energetic kind of level and a very symbolic kind of level. So it's great for writing about these things, writing about your dreams, and maybe even trying to interpret your dreams yourself so that you can understand your unconscious processes easier at a conscious level as well. It's also going to be great for writing down imaginative ideas and imaginative stories even, and writing music and poetry and things that are very, out of this world and beyond this world. And conversations are likely to be extremely synchronistic in nature and very in tune in some way. There may be a sense of mind reading, but don't expect people to read your mind either, because that's where the confusion can come into play. And then on March 13th, the moon in Sagittarius squares the sun in Pisces, which is the last quarter moon. So some of our beliefs may come up for us, and we may notice some illusions around those things, and some beliefs may become shattered in the process of looking at what those illusions are. So an ounce of truth and an ounce of illusion may come into play. So there is a possibility also that you'll over-idealize certain belief systems or ideas, and kind of think that, what you believe in is right, and maybe what other people believe in is wrong. May become overly dogmatic about your belief system. So definitely try not to push any of your beliefs on others. But do become more aware of maybe where you should tweak some of your beliefs, and just try to look at things from a bigger picture and a fuller viewpoint if you can. And then the moon moves into Capricorn just before midnight Pacific time on March 13th. So this will bring our moods into a more serious state of mind. And we may feel more inspired to take care of business with this focused mindset and be able to really just tackle a bigger thing like that you've been putting off, perhaps. Be able to move towards taking care of things that maybe have been weighing on you for a while. And then on March 14th, Saturn in Sagittarius goes retrograde. So this is going to be bringing up old lessons for us. Things that we've been working on may come up as well. Responsibilities, old responsibilities that we thought we were really over. Things that we thought we learned, things that we thought we had taken care of, or, weren't feeling quite as heavy anymore, but now they're going to start feeling heavy again. Those things that have been weighing on us that, for the past couple years might come back to haunt us. And we will have to kind of re-systemize or reorganize our systems that we've been doing that have been helping us to get these things done that we've been working on in the past little while here. And it'll be especially true for us when it moves into Scorpio on June 14th, bringing up old lessons around the areas especially in like sex, death, rebirth, that kind of thing, but also in shared resources or, wherever Scorpio is in your chart may come back for you as well on June 14th. But until then, it's going to be more like of things that have been going on this year and ever since Saturn moved into Sagittarius, which I think it was around right after Christmas or right before Christmas, somewhere in there. Lessons that we've been kind of going through at this time and kind of the responsibilities we've been taking on will be kind of coming back into play, and we'll have to kind of sort through these things and kind of understand, how we can make them more efficient, really. And it's not a good time to take on any new responsibilities. It's all about optimizing old responsibilities and refining those things. And then on March 15th, the moon conjuncts Pluto in Capricorn, and then sextiles Chiron in Pisces, and they all in conjunct Jupiter in Leo, creating a yod, which I have talked about this particular one before, but it is happening again. So with the moon conjunct Pluto in Capricorn, this is bringing up things from under the surface, especially around responsibilities and around our careers, and maybe we need to make changes to better suit our emotional state so that we feel better about life. When it sextiles Chiron in Pisces, that is also bringing up old wounds and collective wounds as well. And with Pluto and Capricorn and Chiron and Pisces, this is kind of bringing up things that may be even causing wounds within our systems that we have in place, and perhaps authority figures and some old wounds about that stuff is also coming up. And then in conjunct Jupiter and Leo, we really have to try to expand our awareness about these things and understand maybe how we can be more creative about being just better at healing, maybe, or be more creative in your healing process, perhaps using creativity to heal, and even bringing more awareness through creativity about perhaps some of these old wounds and the authority issues as well. So you could use it in a sort of a creative way to bring awareness about these things, I guess. All right, and then on March 16th, Mercury in Pisces squares Saturn in Sagittarius. So communication may kind of be blocked on this day, and it's not a good idea to really bring up the topic of spirituality or beliefs or anything like that, because you could become a bit rigid about it in how you're communicating it, and it's better if you kind of just be more of a listener about it if you're in the presence of someone who is talking about it, and not really try too hard to, push your ideas. It's just going to kind of be harder to communicate in a way that really makes sense, for one, and for two, it's just going to not be a good time to really talk about those things, maybe, for whatever reason. I'm not sure. All right, and then the moon moves into Aquarius. This helps us to really nurture our friendships and feel more at one with our community, and even kind of be more into our hopes, wishes, and dreams. And we may feel like we're getting insights about those things and get kind of excited about that and be able to really move towards some of the hopes, wishes, and dreams that we have. And then Uranus and Aries squares Pluto and Capricorn exactly. So this is, you may have heard from other astrologers, the final exact square that is happening. So, between Uranus and Pluto. It's all about change, ultimately. We need to really step into our power, not let anybody else dictate what it is that we want to do in the world and who it is we want to be in the world, and just really step into who we are. All right. And then on March 17th, Venus moves into Taurus. This is helping to bring our relationships into a more grounded state and more into a long-term kind of slow and steady pace. When Venus was in Aries, this was like a boost of passion, and it is like a fire. It's like, it's not something that lasts very long, but it has a lot of passion and excitement. Now that Venus is in Taurus, or moving into Taurus on the 17th, this can help us to tune into our more sensual side and be more, in tune with the relation from a physical point of view, as well as a more long-term commitment kind of point of view. We also may have certain like self-worth things coming up for us, which we may feel better about ourselves during this time and feel more beautiful in some ways, and be able to tune into making more money for ourselves as well. It's also going to have you be more attracted to beautiful things, so try not to overspend during this time, because that can happen. But it also has us tuning into our values, and we may be more tuned into the things we love and the things that we over idealize, perhaps, or idealize in general. And it's just a good time to really enjoy your sensuality and your beauty and enjoy the finer things in life. And of course, try not to overindulge in food. Overindulgence in general can happen. So just make sure that you don't overspend in the process. All right, on March 18th, Mercury conjuncts Neptune in Pisces, helping us to tune into our intuition, of course, and be able to understand our dreams a lot easier. And all kinds of synchronistic events can occur around your neighborhood, or when you're out and about, or when you're conversing with others even. And you'll be able to maybe read people's minds a lot easier, or like kind of feel into what other people are kind of thinking or feeling. And just new insights can really come in about collective ideas as well. So tuning into your higher guidance would be a good idea, and meditating would be a good idea. And writing down any amazing or imaginative insights that you have would also be an awesome idea as well. Writing music or poetry, any of those things. And then the moon moves into Pisces, having our emotions really be tuned into other people, and we can really feel what's going on in our environments, or have a lot more empathy and kind of feel into what everybody's feeling. when the moon conjuncts Mercury and Neptune in Pisces, this can help us to tune into our subconscious minds as well as our unconscious minds. So there's going to be like kind of a veil lifting, if you will, about on that day where our conscious minds can become much more in tune with the deeper aspects of ourselves and the deeper aspects of the collective. And writing down any insights that you have on that day is a really good idea. All right, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. All right, have an awesome week, and I'll talk to you soon.